Hi team, I hope you're all well. It is currently Monday and it's 1:30 in the afternoon and we're going to start a new reading vlog. I'm looking forward to this week's reading vlog. I'm hoping I'm not slumpy this week as I have been the last couple of weeks, despite the fact that I have still managed to read 8 books this month already. But first of all, I would like to thank the sponsor of this reading vlog. So thank you to Boxy for sponsoring me. I just wanted to make sure that wasn't upside down. Thank you to Boxy for sponsoring this reading vlog. I really appreciate it. Boxy is a Japanese snack box that partners with family snack makers to deliver Japanese exclusive snacks to your door every month. You will receive a box every month and there is free shipping if you are within the US, which is always handy to note. This is my 3rd box with Boxy and I really enjoy the snacks in them. I have been passing these out to my family as well and they have also been enjoying them, and it's just really nice to get a taste of Japan in your home, so I really enjoy that. All of the snacks are hand-picked. They are candies along with tea pairings curated around cultural themes and seasonal flavours that give you an authentic taste of Japan. There is also a cultural guide that details each product's origin and ingredients and even common allergies as well, which you can find out more about within your guide that comes in the box. It is an auto renew with the option to pause or cancel anytime, and your first box will be shipped out within 1 to 2 weeks as it's shipped straight from Japan. This month's theme is tropical travels and I am really excited about this one. Obviously with it being lockdown at the moment, it's hard for us to get out of the country. We can still travel at the moment, but you've still got to be careful. So I have zero plans to leave the country this year. I didn't leave the country last year or the year before, so it's nice to get a taste of Japan into my home. I'm really excited about trying some of these, so I am very hyped indeed. Editing Steph here, just coming in to mention about my discount code, which has actually changed for this month only. For 1 month only, you can now get 20% off of your first Boxy box, and you can use my code, which is Steph20, and this is just for 1 month only. My usual code will go back to normal next month, but this is a one-off code to get you 20% off your first box, so Steph20 will be the code to use. Again, all the information will be in the description box down below, and back to the regularly scheduled program. So I do highly recommend this box and I think you should definitely go and check it out. But thank you again to Boxy for sponsoring this video. I really appreciate it. So let's get into the books that I'm planning on reading this week. I'm really excited because I am going to be rereading Get a Life Chloe Brown and also Take a Hint Danny Brown. I don't think I'm going to reread Eve Brown's books, just on the basis that I only read it recently. But myself and India are hosting a little bit of a mini read along this week where we're rereading, both me and India are rereading these because we've read them before. I don't know if she's read Eve Brown yet before, but we're hosting a mini read along, seeing as we are Camp Contemporary, and both of us had one of these on our favourites. In fact, yes, she has read them because she had Eve Brown on hers and I had Danny Brown on mine. So yeah, this series was a host fave overall for both myself and India, so we thought why not, it would be a perfect time to do a reread. So I'm going to be rereading both of these this week. Also, I want to carry on with the Deal series as well, and I have the books on the way to me today and tomorrow. So The Mistake, The Score, and I can't remember what the last one is called, but I have that on its way as well. So I'm excited to continue on with this series as well, and I'm hoping I can read them all. Fingers crossed, we will see what happens, but I would love to read them all this week because I'm having a great time with this series. So yeah, so that is my plan this week. It's going to be a very much a romance heavy reading week, which it turns out that's what I had last week as well. So I'm really happy that it's going to be a romance reading vlog this week, but I'm really excited. So I'm going to bring you along for the journey. I hope you're all hyped to come along for the ride, but I'm going to go because I really need to get some filming done. I've got about 3 videos I need to film now, so I'm going to go and make a start on that.
Tell me that it's my fault that it's over. Wish I played it different, I didn't know. All the times that you called me to be closer. Wish I paid attention, I should have known. You're probably with your friends, dancing on tabletops. Hands in his hair already. saying that you forgot about me. I just don't wanna know.
Hello, good morning. It is Friday. I did it again. It's 20 past 10 in the morning. I've just got out of bed and gotten dressed and come downstairs. I don't feel particularly well today. I feel a little bit sick. So I was supposed to go out with my sister-in-law and Thomas this morning and going to Hobbycraft and Matalan, but I don't feel well. So we're going to curl up on the couch and actually just read for the day, I think. So let's update you on how far I've got with reading so far, which isn't very far at all this week. Oh yeah, I got my hair done, by the way, as well. Oh, and my nails done. Yesterday was like a pamper day yesterday, so I haven't read as much as I was hoping this week. A standard, I've just not read much in the week at all. So I've managed to get to page 232 of Chloe Brown so far, which I'm hoping to finish today. And then let me show you a quick haul first, and then I will tell you the rest, because I kind of want to read the books that have come in the haul. So I have hauled, no judgment here whatsoever, please and thank you. I will be taking no questions at this time.
There's no time for stupid questions. I should have your hat for that. Snatch it right off your head. But I'm feeling gracious today, so carry on before I report you.
But I got Darker and also Freed by E.L. James. Now, I've had Grey for a really long time, since it came out, which is the Christian Grey's side of events of what happened in 50 Shades of Grey. I had no idea she went on to write Darker and Freed, which are Christian Grey's side of events of 50 Shades Darker and 50 Shades Freed. Didn't have a fucking clue. Freed has only just come out. My mum told me about it. She said she saw it in Tesco the other day, and I was like, I've already read that. And she was like, no, you haven't, because it's only just come out. And as it turns out, no, I haven't. So I bought these. Don't fucking judge me, okay? 50 Shades of Grey was the first smutty book I ever read in my life, and I fucking loved it. It was fantastic. Whether or not that still holds, I don't know, but I really enjoyed it, and I would not mind it. Look at the size of this, by the way. I am considering doing a video. Let me know if you want to see that. But alas, I bought them both, so we have those. And then also The Mistake and The Goal came as well. I did receive The Score the other day, which I think I already unboxed on here, but The Mistake is book 2, The Score is book 3, and The Goal is book 4. So I can now binge these series. So back to my reading plans for today. I really want to finish Get a Life Chloe Brown. I don't think it'll take me too much longer to finish this, because I think I have just under 100 pages to go. So literally just under. There's 369 pages and I'm on page 272. So I want to finish that, and then I want to pick up The Score. Nope, The Mistake. That's what I want to pick up, The Mistake, because that's book 2, which isn't very long at all, and I don't think it should take me too long to get through. 283 pages, less than 300 pages. So I want to pick this up, and then my plan is either going to be carry on with the off-campus series or jump back into the Brown Sisters series and pick up Take a Hint, Danny Brown. So this is my plan, basically, is to binge the Brown Sisters series and the off-campus series today and see how far I get. Almost kind of like a mini 24-hour readathon, but it's not going to go for 24 hours. It's just going to go until I go to sleep. I don't have any other plans today, because obviously I was supposed to go out with my sister this morning, but I've ended up not going. I didn't want to risk leaving the house today, so we're just going to be staying in, which will be nice, actually. I should be doing a bit of work, but I don't want to, and I can save it for next week. So that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to binge some reading, because that's what I feel like doing, and when I feel like reading at the moment, I should be taking that and running with it, because it's not happening in the week. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. Let's go.
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Hello. It is a little bit later, a couple of hours have passed. Sorry, it's very busy outside. I don't know where all this traffic's come from. It's only 1:15. A couple of hours have passed. I've had a little bit of lunch and watched one of Brittany from Brittany the Bibliophiles videos. So I probably finished my book like 45 minutes or so ago, but I finished Get a Life Chloe Brown. I nearly struggled with that then and said Get a Life Chloe Brown. Yeah, I finished this one. So I was on page 272 and I have finished that now. So I gave this one 5 stars. This is a reread for me. We're following Chloe Brown, who has fibromyalgia, and she has a near-death experience in the beginning of the book, and she decides that she's going to write herself a list of things to help her get a life. One of those things is for her to move out and become more independent, so she ends up moving into an apartment block where the superintendent is Red, aka Redford. His nickname is Red, and she has this issue with him where they kind of have like a enemies spatting banterfully thing going on. Turns out though that Red helps her out one day to get out of a tree while she's trying to rescue a cat, and their relationship kind of goes from there. Essentially, Red helps her out with some stuff on her list, she helps him out do a website for his art, and slowly but surely their relationship ensues. And I really love this book. The smut in here is absolute fire, and I would highly recommend. Talia Hibbert really knows how to write a sex scene, so I really love this book so much. I don't have fibro, so do check out Own Voices reviews as far as that's concerned, but Talia Hibbert does have fibro, so I am under the impression that this is great representation. Not only that, but I have got a couple of friends who have got fibro and they have loved this book, so I'm under the impression that it's great representation, but do also go and hunt out some Own Voices recs for some own Voices reviews based on that as well. There is also not actual scene but told of mental and physical abuse in here as well, and also anxiety and possible PTSD as well, so do be careful of that going in if those are triggers for you. It's not heavy, it is just mentioned, but just be wary of that going in. But I love this book so much, it's amazing. I love Talia Hibbert's writing style, so yeah, really enjoyed this. 5 stars for the second time round. And now we're going to go into The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. This is the second in the off-campus series. You will have seen me read The Deal last week, which I will leave a link to the video up here if you want to check that out. In this one, we are following one of the other guys from the same team that Travis, no, his name isn't Travis, that's Fix Her Up, his name is Garrett, that Garrett is on. So it's the same ice hockey team that we're following different guys from the same ice hockey team in this series. And in this one, we're following John Logan, who goes by the name Logan. College junior John Logan can get any girl he wants. For the hockey star, life is a parade of parties and hookups, but behind his killer grins and easygoing charm, he hides growing despair about a dead-end road he'll be forced to walk after graduation. A sexy encounter with a freshman, Grace Ivers, is just the distraction he needs, but when his thoughtless mistake pushes her away, Logan plans to spend his final year proving to her that he's worth a second chance. Now he's going to need to up his game. After a less than stellar freshman year, Grace is back at Briar University, older, wiser, and so over the arrogant hockey player she nearly handed her V-card to. She's not a charity case, and she's not the quiet butterfly she was when they first hooked up. If Logan expects her to roll over and beg like all his other puck bunnies, he can think again. He wants her back. He'll have to work for it. This time round, she'll be the one in the driver's seat, and she plans on driving him wild. I'm really looking forward to this one. It's less than 300 pages, so I don't know how long it'll take me to get through, but I really enjoy Elle Kennedy's writing style. The Deal was my first time dipping my toe in with Elle Kennedy on her own, because I have read from Elle Kennedy and Serena Bowen previously as a duo, so yeah, looking forward to more in this series. Definitely Logan's story as well. I'm actually looking forward to all of the guys' stories with this series. So yeah, looking forward to this one, and then I will decide what to pick up next. It's either going to be The Score, which is book 3 in the off-campus series, or Danny Brown, which is obviously a reread. So yeah, let's do this and see how long it takes me to get through this one.
6.5 hours later.
Hello. 'Tis the same day, 'tis a little bit later. It's currently 7:25. and I finished my second book of the day, which is The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. I gave this one 4 stars. In this one we're following Logan and Grace. Logan is one of the guys on the hockey team that Garrett from The Deal is on, and Grace is someone who goes to the same uni. Trigger warnings in this one for alcohol abuse, mental abuse, and anxiety, panic attacks, depression. So just be wary of that. I really enjoyed this one. Actually, it was really good. I gave this 4 stars this time. Although I really enjoyed it, I liked the story. I did find it a little bit more insta-lovey than I did The Deal. But yeah, overall I enjoyed this one. Logan basically is the playboy at uni and on the hockey team, and he hooks up with everyone, and this starts off with him having a crush on someone he shouldn't have a crush on. I'm not going to go into too much detail with that because it is part of the story from the first book. However, he ends up accidentally one night kind of hooking up but not going all of the way with Grace, and things just kind of go from there with their relationship. It gets to a point where it's getting closer and closer to him essentially taking Grace's V card. She's a virgin, and then he stops it one night because he realizes that she's too good for him and he's too hooked up on this other person, and it's not fair because he's essentially using her basically to get over this other person, which isn't fair. So he ends up stopping it right as it's about to happen, and she's completely devastated. He tells her the reason why he stopped, and she's completely gutted. So a few months go by. She ends up going to Paris to see her mum for a couple months throughout summer. However, just after this all happened, and he bailed on her, he comes home, has a chat with the girl who he's got the crush on, and realizes that the situation may not be what he thought it was. So he realizes he's fucked up, and he spends a lot of summer thinking about Grace and wondering, basically trying to be in contact with Grace, and she's having none of it. She comes back from Paris after summer to uni, and then Logan, she's basically making Logan work for it. And the story just kind of goes from there. I did enjoy this. I enjoyed the relationships between Logan and Grace, and then also the relationships between Logan and the guys, and also the budding relationship between Logan and the person who he had the crush on in the first book and in the beginning of this. That relationship develops as well, and I really enjoyed that also. But yeah, overall I really enjoyed this. I thought it was fantastic. So 4 stars for this one. So yeah, having a good reading day so far. I know I didn't read all of Chloe Brown today, but I did read a decent chunk. I was just under 100 pages. So yeah, I'm going to pick up The Score actually by Elle Kennedy, which is book 3 in the Off Campus series, because I'm really enjoying this series, and I'm in the mindset of ice hockey romance, so why the hell not? In this one we're following Ali, who is Hannah's best friend from the first book, and we're also following Dean, who's one of the other players on the team, and Dean is very much more so like a playboy, proper playboy, never ever wants to settle down or anything. And it looks like Ali is in crisis mode. With graduation looming, she still doesn't have the first clue about what she's going to do after college. To make matters worse, she's nursing a broken heart thanks to the end of a long-term relationship. Wild rebound sex is definitely not the solution to her problems, but gorgeous hockey star Dean De Laurentiis is impossible to resist. Just once though, because even if her future is uncertain, it sure as heck won't include the king of one-night stands. Dean always gets what he wants: girls, grades, girls, recognition, girls. He's a ladies' man, all right. And he's yet to meet a woman who's immune to his charm until Ali. For one night, the feisty blonde rocked his entire world, and now she wants to be friends. Nope, it's not over until he says it's over. Dean is in a full-on pursuit, but when life-rocking changes strike, he starts to wonder if maybe it's time to stop focus on scoring and shoot for love. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one because I've obviously been following a bit of Ali's story from the first book, and I've been following Dean since the first book as well, and right through the second book too. So I'm looking forward to this one. It should be good. I'll check in with you again tonight because I probably won't finish this tonight, but it'll probably be tomorrow now when I'm doing the sprints. But yeah, I'll keep you posted and let you know how I'm getting on, and I will check back in with you in a bit. Hello, it is Monday morning. As always, I've forgotten to vlog on the weekend. I don't know what's going on with me. It just comes to the weekend and I just end up reading a bunch but not vlogging anything, and I entirely forgot, so we are where we are with it. Anyway, this week I haven't read a great deal. I actually thought I'd read more and I haven't. I'm a little bit bummed, but it is what it is. So let me talk you through what I have read. I am halfway through a book that I haven't yet finished either. I was going to try and finish it before updating this, but I had too much of a headache yesterday when I got back from my parents, so I didn't have a chance to finish it off. So the two books that I have read this week are Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and also The Mistake. Chloe Brown was a reread. I really love this book. I think I've explained in this reading vlog why I love this book, and I gave it 5 stars for the second time round. Do highly recommend this series if you are into your contemporary romances or your adult romances. I even recommend it for those that are easing into adult romance as well. It is smutty, but I have read smuttier, but it's very well done. Talia Hibbert's writing style is fantastic, and I do highly recommend it. It's hilarious. It is British, so just be wary of that. It's British humour going in, so if you aren't familiar with that British humour, this will be a ride for you, but I really enjoy it. So yeah, 5 stars for Chloe Brown. And then I read The Mistake by Elle Kennedy, which is the second in the Off-Campus series, and I really enjoyed this one. I think, again, I've explained to you what's going on in this book. I really enjoyed the characters. I did not enjoy this one as much as The Deal. This one got 4 stars, The Deal got 5. But I did enjoy it overall. I still enjoyed being with the characters that we're following in the first book. So in the first book we were following Garrett and Hannah. But we're following the guys from the beginning of the first book. We're following the guys that we end up following through the rest of the Off-Campus series, because we end up following the same hockey team. So Logan, who we follow in here, is one of the guys that we do follow quite heavily in the first book. So I really enjoyed that. It was really good, and I had a good time with this one. So 4 stars for this one. And then the book that I got halfway through is The Score by Elle Kennedy, which is book 3 on the Off-Campus series. And so far I'm enjoying this one. I'm 169 pages in. I'm halfway through a chapter, which isn't too bad because they have chapter breaks by swapping the character, which is fine. So yeah, I am still hoping to finish this one in the upcoming week, but I'm really enjoying this one. It's really good. And in this one we are following Ali and also Dean, so I'm having a great time with this one. And yeah, that's basically what I read this week, which isn't a great deal considering I've been blasting through like 4 books a week for the last 2 weeks, even though I've been slumping in the middle of the week. So this week I've also been slumping in the middle of the week. It's really funny because on Friday I kind of went through and binged what I thought was a bunch, but it wasn't. I just finished Get a Life, Chloe Brown, read all of The Mistake and started The Score. But I thought I'd gotten through more than that, which obviously I didn't. But that's fine. It's okay.
This is fine.
It's fine. I've actually reached my 10 books goal for Whateverathon. I think I'm 11 books through now, so that's cool. It could be 12 now, I'm not sure, but that's cool. So yeah, I'm happy. It's fine. But I am gonna sign off, and I need to edit this reading vlog for this week, so I am gonna sign off. I hope you have enjoyed this reading vlog. Let me know in the comments down below what you read this week. Did you have a new favourite this week, or did something disappoint you? Let me know, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye for now.